In this hypothetical world, I am assuming that Chelsea have gotten a new owner and are able to make signings, but they will lose all of their end-of-contract players. Therefore, they will have loads of holes in their squad. So here is what transfer moves Chelsea should make this summer, including end-of-contract decisions, sales, and purchases. For the end-of-contract players, like I said before, they will lose all of them due to sanctions. Therefore, they will lose Andreas Christensen, Antonio Rudiger, and Saul Niguez. Also, I wanted to add that Cesar Azpilicueta had his contract extended by 1 year due to an option in his contract, and I think he will stay for this extra season and not join Barcelona. Here is who Chelsea should sell this summer. The first sale they should make is Jorginho. His contract expires in 2023, and I really do not think they will extend it this summer, making him a candidate to be sold, and I believe some clubs across Europe will be bidding for him, as I see him being sold for £30 million. The second sale they should make is Ross Barkley. His contract also expires in 2023, and let's be real here, he has no place in the squad, and should be sold. The third sale they should make is Kennedy. He does not play for the team, and he should be sold for £2 million. The fourth sale they should make is Conor Gallagher. This is probably very unpopular, but Gallagher is a good midfielder for Vieira's system, but he would not fit a Tuchel midfield. Tuchel needs his midfielders to be able to be comfortable in possession and able to break presses, and Gallagher is not that type of player, as he excels at pressing and attacking movements, not necessarily passing and possession holding ability. He should be sold for £40 million this summer to Crystal Palace. The fifth sale they should make is Marcos Alonso. He has been fine this season, and somehow Barcelona won his services, so they should take the £15 million they are willing to spend on him. Here are the 4 transfer needs they have going into this summer transfer window. The first need is a central midfielder that can play as a box-to-box. The second need is a left-sided center back comfortable in a back 3. The third need is a backup right wing back, and the fourth need is a backup left wing back. The first transfer they should make is a central midfielder that fits Tuchel's system, and 3 possible options are Aurelien Tchouameni, Declan Rice, and Ismail Bennacer, with my choice out of these being Declan Rice, the 23-year-old English defensive midfielder from West Ham. Chelsea's best midfielder this season when he has played has been Kovacic, as Conte and Jorginho have struggled at points, so getting a midfielder that fits well next to Kovacic would be a great option, and Rice is that player. In prior seasons, he has been simply a defensive midfielder, but this season he has shown box-to-box traits as he still has excellent defensive output, but will also make carries and passes into forward areas and help influence West Ham's attack. He is going to be the most expensive midfield option, as Moyes at West Ham has valued him at £150 million, which is simply unrealistic. I believe if Chelsea were to offer £100 million for him, they would be crazy not to accept it. Therefore, that is what I believe he would cost. The second transfer they should make is a left-sided center back that can replace Rudiger, with their 3 realistic options of Evan Ndicka, Facundo Medina, and Mohamed Salisu, with my pick out of these 3 being Evan Ndicka, the 22-year-old center back from Eintracht Frankfurt. In Tuchel's system, he wants his left-sided center back who has been Rudiger to make runs into the final third to help in the attack, and I bet he would also want someone who is also left-footed as well, which he did not have with Rudiger. Ndicka is a player that has played in a back 3 on the left and has looked extremely comfortable and is able to make carries into the final third and also has great passing range. I think he would fit in seamlessly and would become an immediate starter and have an immediate effect on the club's success. I see him costing £30 million this summer to bring to Chelsea. The third transfer they should make is a backup right wing back, with my 3 realistic options being Jeremy Frimpong, Tariq Lamptey, and Riddle Baku, with my choice being Riddle Baku because he would be the cheapest, the 24-year-old German right wing back playing for Wolfsburg. We have seen this season the impact of wing-back injuries can have on Chelsea, as Chilwell and James missing time has lost them games that they could have potentially won that would have kept them in the title race. Having a backup like Riddle Baku that can offer similar attacking production to James, and could also move James to a right-sided center back at points throughout the season, as he is comfortable there as well, would be essential. He also could play some left wing back in dire situations, as I believe he would be comfortable on both sides, and overall this move makes a lot of sense to me. I see him costing £20 million to pry away from Wolfsburg this summer. The fourth and final transfer they should make is a backup left wing back, with my 2 choices being Ivan Perisic and Marcel Hastenberg, with my choice out of the 2 being Ivan Perisic, the 33-year-old Croatian left midfielder playing for Inter. As I said before, wing-back injuries have hurt Chelsea, as Chilwell's massive injury really hurt this team's production, and his backup Alonso seems destined for Barcelona, so Perisic would be a valuable backup. Under Inzaghi and Conte, he has been transformed to a left wing-back, and in my opinion, this is his best position on the pitch, as he is able to make an impact from that position. This move makes a lot of sense for me, especially since he would be free to sign this summer, and this would be a money-saving, solid backup left wing-back that can take the match load off of Ben Chilwell next season. For a total transfer window, it would go as follows. Departures would include Antonio Rudiger, Andreas Christensen, Saul Niguez, Jorginho, Ross Barkley, Conor Gallagher, Kennedy, and Marcos Alonso for a total of £97 million. Arrivals would include Declan Rice, Evan Ndicka, Ivan Perisic, and Riddle Baku for a total of £150 million, giving Chelsea a £53 million net spend this summer. For the final ideal first-team squad for next season, I have Chelsea with Mendy and Kepa as keepers, Silva, Azpilicueta, Ndicka, Chalobah, and Sarr as center-backs, Chilwell and Perisic as left wing-backs, James and Baku as right wing-backs, Rice, Kovacic, Conte, Loftus-Cheek, and Gilmour as central midfielders, Pulisic, Werner, and Hudson-Odoi as left wingers, Mount and Ziyech as right wingers, and Havertz and Lukaku as center forwards, giving Chelsea an improved side in midfield and bringing in a center back to replace the outgoings.